Hey guys, and welcome to the Living in Freedom course instructional curriculum video. Now, before we even begin, this video is actually not supposed to be public, but the reason I've made it public is because I cannot remember who all are the people over the last year plus who've been emailing us for the curriculum. I can't remember everyone, so I can't send it to people as a private video, which is the only reason this is public. Having said that, this is not an advertisement video. This is just for those people who are already interested in the course, who want to know what the curriculum is. So there are no links to the course, there are no prices mentioned, nothing. This is just educational for those who want to know deeper into what the course curriculum entails. So this is not an educational one, so if you guys are looking for some learning here, this won't be it, okay? But if you're interested in knowing more about the course, you can stay and listen to the whole thing. This is going to be about 15 minutes in total. So let's get started right into it. The Living in Freedom course, as many of you know, is a 6-week mindfulness training that is geared towards you living in a state of complete freedom from any form of negative thoughts, emotions, behavior, patterns, and results, right? So when I talk about negativity, it basically means that we're learning to observe and dissolve all levels of negative thinking, from the slightest irritations to the most extreme ones that you can think of, from jealousy to anger to upset to fear to anxiety to blocks to however you respond to the world around you, and every form of negative emotions, from old patterns, old wounds, new wounds, things that upset you today, things that upset you in the past, fears of the future, all of that, every form of negative thinking, from the smallest irritation to the most extreme of emotional turmoil that people go through, all of that is cleared in this course. And of course, we look into deeper things like living the mindful way of life, building a sense of presence, which is basically putting yourself in God mode over your life when nothing upsets you, and you're able to create from a clear space of present moment, creating a new reality instead of reliving the old one. So that's basically what the course is into, which you guys already know about. So I'm going to walk you through in the next 15 minutes, walk you through each layer of the course and basically how it's being presented in each chapter. So as you can see, it says 6 weeks, but this course is like a lifetime pal of yours, because you have lifetime access to this. And to this day, ever since this course was released a year plus ago, to this day, we still have Facebook weekly trainings, we have motivational trainings, we have success story interviews to this day. So every week on a Sunday, we get together on Facebook and we have these live trainings where we go deeper into the topics, and we have Q&A, and we interview our success stories of this course. You guys know that this course has the highest level of success stories I've seen of any other course in this genre. So each part of this course has a reason for it being there, and each lesson, which means each week, is unlocked after 7 days of you practicing the homework. Okay, for example, week 1, once you practice the homework that you've learned from this week, only after 7 days of doing that is week 2 going to show up for you. Otherwise, it will be locked. Once you practice 7 days of week 2, then week 3 shows up, and so on and so forth. So the lessons in this course is provided to you in a couple of formats. One is you have video courses, video lessons, which you can see with this video button, right? So everywhere that you see this video button, you know that this is a video lesson. You also have guided meditations, which you can see in the form of an audio, right? So these are guided meditations that are in my voice and produced by professional producers who produce the guided meditation music to make sure that you stay focused and to make sure that you get into a very deep state of relaxation. And then you also have been presented these, as you can see here, it says document, all right, where you basically see it in a text format. These generally have links and stuff like that. So these are text formats. So here it talks about bonus training, where you can basically click on the Facebook group and you see the bonus training for week 1, which shows up as a video, as you will basically see here. So here it says go to the Facebook group. Okay, so once you go to Facebook group, you can go to the file section, which has all your bonus trainings in here, including your previous trainings, going deeper, challenges, interviews, success stories, guided meditations, all that. Additional resources, bonus trainings you find here. And then you also see this other thing which says quiz, which you can see from the symbol of this little bulb. Okay, here I've already taken the quiz, but once you get into this part of the training, you'll be taking the quiz from scratch. You also get to see your score, and you get to see the right answers in case you got them wrong. Okay, so far these are the formats in which the course follows or delivers the training. So in the first week, as you can see, you have introduction to the course. You also have a workbook, which basically entails all the exercises that I have been mentioned throughout this course. So you can print out the workbook, you can have it as a side resource to work through, but all of the homework given through the course is already mentioned in this workbook as well. And then it says, please enable instructional emails. This is basically every week I have to tell you when we are going live and what the topic is. So I send you an email. You can enable receiving those emails as well. And this basically shows you how to enable those emails. And if I have added something into the course that was not there before, I send you an instructional email and tell you how you can log in and access the additional golden nuggets that I send you once in a while as well. Okay. Then here, as you can see, it says join our community. We have the Facebook group and we have a WhatsApp group. Now, the WhatsApp group and Facebook group are private groups. They are not accessible to the public. And these are the groups that you use to basically have support in anything, ask your questions, use it for whatever reason you may use it, like an accountability, for support groups, to ask questions, to do whatever you need us to help you with. You can basically approach the group with that. And then, of course, if you're ever in trouble, this is basically if you have any tech support issues, you can, this is how you contact tech support. And then 12 area attributes of a mindfulness student is where we are going into what you're building yourself to become over the course of this training. And then, of course, you have your FAQ access. This is where you get access to a Google page where you will see every question that you may possibly have during your course, is already written here. You can go through them, and if you have a question that's not mentioned here, you have priority access to me through my email ID, which means you have priority email. That means whenever you send me a message, your question will be answered before I answer anybody else's email. So this is called priority email because you're part of this course. And then, of course, live trainings is how you can basically access all of those bonus trainings and all of that as part of our Facebook group. So it tells you how you can access it. Okay, so that's basically the introduction section. Now going into week one. Week one walks you through what is mindfulness in the correct way. Everyone has their own understanding of it. Here we dive into how we approach mindfulness. So what does it mean to be an observer? What does it mean to dissolve? What is the present moment? What is life versus life situation? What is non-judgment evaluation? What is non-resistance? And then we walk into our first practical, which is practicing awareness. So awareness is essentially who you are, and how do you actually become more aware instead of living in your mind, which will drag you through the earth and cause you to be completely depressed and broken and negative in your life. So how do you step out of that? And we have a guided meditation here, and then quiz and summary cheat sheet. Okay, cheat sheets. These are a fun resource where instead of going through all these lessons again, if you want to go through them, you don't have to go through the videos. You can I have it all summarized in this cute little cheat sheet that you can download, and you can even print them out or laminate them and keep them around, okay? And I always have these cute little GIFs or GIFs, whatever you want to call them, that just makes it fun to be in the course, right? The course is anyways fun. This is just additional sprinkles of fun that we put in here. So that is week one, is all about awareness. Second week is about dissolving negative thinking. So here again, we have video lessons. We have a story time. Story time is just fun stories to help you remember how do you actually dissolve negative thoughts. And then you have the guided meditation for a process that is trademarked to me. The process is called tagging thoughts. This is my own process that works wonders for people and for myself as well. So we have a whole guided meditation on that. Guided meditations here, as you can see, are downloadable as well as you can play them on the streamer here. You can just stream the meditation. And of course, it's in the music form that is designed for focus. And then you have bonus trainings, you have a quiz here, you have a cheat sheet here as well, and homework. Moving on to week 3 is all about dissolving negative emotions. From the smallest to the greatest of negative emotions can be released and healed using this week. We have a guided meditation here for a process called dissolving the pain body. Again, you have story time here as well. You have a video lesson. You have bonus training, and we have tons of bonus trainings for this particular week as well. This is the week that we dive the most deepest into because this is the most impactful week when it comes to the whole course. And again, we have a quiz here and we have homework and cheat sheet here as well. Moving on to week 4, we go into basically grounding. Grounding is a rooting process where you begin to go deeper into the body in order to transcend the limitations of your mind. This is something you'll understand once you get into the course. But here again, you have bonus trainings, you have homework, you have a quiz, you have cheat sheet, and guided meditation for a process called rooting in the body or body awareness. Another word for this is yoga nidra that a lot of people in yoga talk about. But this is where you basically going deep into the body to a point where you become so rooted in your own energy that nothing in the world can touch you. You're not living in your mind. You can use your mind, but you will never be used by your mind. So you will never be thrown into the ground and dragged into a state of negativity. So this is what we master in week 4. Week 5 is where you get into God mode, right? God mode is where you have complete control over everything going on in your life. And we do this through a process called body scanning, where we go into the inner energy field of the body. This not only heals the cells of your body and heals any hidden negativity, but it also grounds you in that energy field of the body that you are. This is essentially you. This is as close you get to the field of consciousness, to the field of pure potentiality, to God consciousness, right? You're no longer this limited mind that is, I'm not good enough, I'm so small. You're no longer living like that. You're living in the pure conscious presence that is God itself. You're living in that state, in that energy field. And that's what we do in week 5. And then you have homework here, guided meditation, cheat sheet, all of that, and video lesson. And then comes this cool thing called SIT cards, okay, situational cards. Situational cards are essentially cards you will need if let's say you're living through your life, practicing mindfulness, and suddenly you don't know how to be mindful in a certain situation because the pain of the situation takes over. So in that case, we have these little cards that you can print, download and print, put them in your wallet or in your bag or somewhere in the house that you can just take and read through it and know exactly what to do in that moment. So here it says step 1, step 2, step 3, right? So you know exactly what to do in that moment. And every time you go through these, it becomes second nature to you. So you always have something to support you, and then you can it's kind of like training wheels, right? You need it in the beginning, then you don't need it later on. So this is what you have for many different situations. Here it says first one is dealing with other people's negativity, then constant worrying, mindfulness and ho'oponopono, what to do when you're possessed by a pain body. Then we also have for healing physical illnesses, we have going out of your comfort zone, what to do when you're in a dysfunctional family. So all of that, step 1, step 2, step 3. Everything is given to you here. And then of course you have your bonus training, detailed trainings there as well. And then we get into week 6, which is your 90-day challenge, where you'll be going through 90 days of applying what you've learned in the previous 5 weeks. And here again, you have additional resources on what to do, how do you practice every day. You have success stories, you have the cheat sheet for this one as well. I will be adding a guided meditation here much later. It's not necessary, but I will be adding a meditation you can do during your 90-day challenge as well. And then, of course, you have your additional challenges to keep you on your toes, to keep you basically living and breathing in the mindful way of life. And then you have your conclusion chapters and additional resources. So that's essentially what the course is about. Managed to hit it before 15 minutes. But like I said, this video is just an instructional video for the course curriculum for those who already been interested in this but just want to know the lessons and the formatting of the course. If those of you who are interested in studying and enrolling yourself in a course like this, you can always email me and I can give you links to enroll. Like I said, this is not an advertisement. I'm not putting any links here. I'm not putting any prices, offers, nothing here. This is just for educational purposes for those who've been asking. So having said that, I'm going to wrap it up. I will come back again for a curriculum video for our other courses as well. But that is basically it. I hope that I have left no stone unturned and everything that you need to know about the curriculum has been spoken about. If you have any further questions on how this course is going to help you, you can email me directly, or you can actually just go to the course sales page. So basically, if I go to synchroshaktiacademy.com, if I go up there, okay, I'm gonna have to log out of this because it'll take me to my admin page. So let me just log out. Okay, once I'm logged out, okay, here you will see this course. When you click on this course, it will take you to the sales page. Here in the sales page, you can go through everything you need to know about the course, but also you have a section here is called the frequently asked questions. So if you want to know how will this course benefit me, how is this course different from other courses, how much time do I need to practice, how long does it take to understand and live this, can I download the content? Basically, any question you may have around the course is already answered here. If you still have questions, you can always email me at contact@synchroshakticoaching.com, and you can basically buy this course there. You can buy it from this as well if you need to. But just this, I'm like I said, this is not a sales video. I'm not here to give you numbers. I'm just here to walk you through the summation of the course content. So that's basically it, guys. If you have any further questions, my email ID is down below in the description. You can always just go down to synchroshaktiacademy.com and go through the sales page of this course. It's called Living in Freedom, and find out more about it in the Q&A section. So go scroll down all the way down to the Q&A and see if your question is answered there. Otherwise, you can contact me. And that's basically it. I hope I've left no stone unturned, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon about the other courses as well. See you soon, guys. Enjoy your week and be mindful. See you soon.